Alright, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a little bit longer. Let's see. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Welcome, 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 everybody. Alright, let's do this. Alright, season 7, everybody. Alright, so I've been hopping on, so my little Siamese cat's doing well. And thank you, everybody, for everyone that is a friend of mine on Facebook, because you've helped me to get energy as we've sent it back and forth. So I may even start going for elite modes, so I can get the pets from certain like from these areas, because I would really kind of like to update my pet game and get someone that has a little bit more than just 5 energy to build it up. But anyways, oh man, so there's 30 again. So they're doing another 31, another 30 investigations. I like it. I'm very excited for this. They've given some previews for the team, and I think the team is giving me a lot more vibes from World Edition, kind of. At least just from what I'm seeing. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so first of all, let's zoom out. Oh, they're not even allowing me to move. Okay, so I can move elsewhere. Okay. There we go. Ooh, so we're doing United States here. That's definitely the United States. Nice. All right. Let's do this. Washington State, USA, 2019. Ace, good to see you on our team of supernatural hunters. I wish we had time for proper introductions, but there's been a vampire attack at a Seattle cemetery. A vampire attack? Perfect for Ace's first real job, if you ask me. Exactly, Ace. Gwen here is a good hunter. She'll partner up with you for this investigation. I'm happy to do it. Let's hit the graveyard, Ace. We've got a vamp to chase down. So, I mean, giving me vibes of Frank right here, personally. So you guys can let me know who you think, but I'm getting kind of just Frank vibes. Maybe it's the beard, maybe it's the, like, you know, scruffy hair. And she's got a little bit of Amy slash Roxy in her. Just look-wise, you guys all let me know what you guys think about who they can compare them to. Even if in real life, who you think they're modeled after. Because I can't really tell. Can't really tell who they're modeled after. Okay, now we're doing Bloodlust. XP at the end, or I'll do that. Ah, that's right, I changed my avatar, I like it. I'm liking my avatar. I think my avatar fits with the supernatural. So there we go. Where's the walking stick? I think I see it. Smartphone here. An urn. Where's the? Oh, there's the urn. Perfect. I should be able to get. Yep, I got my star. Oh, Marina and Amy for sure. For sure, Marina and Amy. I get that, and I love I love me some Marina, for sure. Oh man, that poor girl. There's a vampire attack. All right, look at those fang punctures on her neck, Ace. The vamp who killed her has clearly left the scene, but the good news is we got here before the police did, so we can investigate in peace. Police generally aren't happy when we hunters snoop around murderers, but they, like most people, don't know what the supernatural is real. And since they think vampires, werewolves, ghosts, and other creatures are just myths, they can't solve supernatural crimes. They often chalk up supernatural deaths to drug overdoses or whatever, but we know the truth, and only we can bring justice to the victims. Our team is what stands between innocent people and the forces of darkness. And later, we'll need to exchange stories about how we all ended up in supernatural hunting life, but now we've got a murder to solve. Well, according to our facial recognition app, the victim is one Lucy Winters, a recent high school graduate. And our team medic Ben will autopsy the body, and this hanky looks bloodstained. There's also other stuff mixed in. Let's take a sample. And that walking stick is real ornate. The crest on it looks familiar, but I can't place it. Let's run it through our database. Ace, run the trail of a bloodthirsty vamp, and we won't stop until we got them by the fangs. Vampire fangs. This is definitely a unique twist on everything. And yeah, I'll bet you they're probably going to tell us a little bit more about how we got to where we got, like how we got here, because there's a change from 2029 to now. And I love our corner, love him. All right, let's do this one. Let's see if we can get enough so I can do some more scenes. Ooh, that's wrong. Yeah, I don't know if it's a separate timeline, or kind of how this all fits into the timeline of criminal case anthology. Well, my guess is something will be said as we kind of go through. Well, this crest on this walking stick belongs to Dr. Oculus. Of course, Ace. That's why it was so familiar. Dr. Oculus is a vampire, the leader of the U.S. Coven. He's actually like over 5 centuries old and came over from Europe at some point. But Ace, you might actually wonder why Dr. Oculus is still alive. And if we know that, he's a vampire. But it's actually more complicated than that. The thing is, not all vamps are default evil, They have a choice whether or not to kill. And some choose violence and some choose peace. The same goes for all supernatural creatures. Some didn't ask to be turned, like certain werewolves. There's a lot of moral gray area. Our team only goes after the creatures that we know are evil and causing harm, and Dr. Oculus has been a hardcore advocate for peace. But now a girl is dead, and we know that this ancient vamp was right there. You'd better have a good explanation, Ace. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some stars. I'll see you guys right back. This has been Pitching AC8. Au revoir. Alright, now we can discuss a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to grab a whole bunch of stars here, guys, probably in about 30 minutes, and we can start discussing this. So, this is something that I think they could have leaned into a little bit more earlier on, and I think that it's going to benefit them in the long run to go this route and do almost like a anthology series, kind of like American Horror Story or various various TV shows do these days, where it's like you can have like the same character kind of go through stuff, but they go through different timelines and different other stuff, because it gives them more flexibility. So we'll see how all this stuff goes and if it ties in together. Because there's definitely been a transition. Violin. Nice. Definitely been a transition traditionally between one and the next. Nice. Already 160 people. So thank you all for hopping on. for chapter 1. We've just had a interesting beginning to this, and what I would suggest you guys do is just take the stream, take it back to the beginning, watch the first part of the case, and then once you're done doing that, you can probably just fast forward, and when we're live, you're probably going to go straight to chapter 2. I don't think I ever saw Shadowhunters, but I did see a couple of there were a couple shows, I believe, and I can't even remember their name right now. But there were shows from like 10 years ago that handled this stuff, and they were actually really fun. I don't think they lasted more than like 3 or 4 seasons. Oh, cool, shark. Witch's hat. Oh, let's be good in chat. If we keep doing this in chat, we're going to move over to Discord. So the Supernatural show, was that the show that's been on for like 15 years? I'm sure there's many of you that have watched that show. I think that this new season, I see potential for a lot of creativity and a lot of interesting scenarios, and everyone that they've shown from a team perspective, I've liked even more. So I'm very optimistic about the team. I think my only hesitation at this point is only 30 cases. I feel like I'm gonna miss the team. Like, you know, I'm gonna want the team to stick around for longer. You know what I mean? So okay, so Supernatural 15 seasons. Yeah, that's insane. You know, at least with like the last one, you had like Amy and Jack that kind of carried over, so we had a lot of, you know, experience with them. So it kind of, there were only a few new people that we that we interacted with. So that's just one of those things where I'm like, oh, of course, well, 100,000 away. Oh, and then I will also mention this. This may be the last time I'm streaming on a Thursday morning. I may have to do it on a Saturday morning for basically this whole season. So we'll make some announcements about it. But we are getting Archie, our dog, is coming home this Saturday. So we get our little Archie, and I'm super excited, but I also don't think he's going to be too happy about me waking up at 2 a.m. And since he's going to be a puppy, I just don't know how that's going to work, you know, in terms of him being okay with like, I want to get his sleep schedule to coincide with our sleep schedule, basically. So I'll definitely try and keep you guys in the loop on all of that stuff. And I very well can come back to this schedule. I just know that with Archie and everything that's kind of going on, I don't know if I don't know how that's going to work. Let me see if I can show a picture again of him. Let's see if I can pull it up. So, and yes, he will definitely most likely be in some videos in some form or fashion. I don't know how good my editing is going to be with those. And I have no idea the chaos that is going to ensue. So, I mean, I am over the moon excited, but I also have no idea what to expect. This will be the first time owning a dog. I've had dogs in our family. I've been around dogs my whole life, but I haven't actually been responsible for one 24/7. So, who picked his name? We both kind of did. I mean, I'm sure it was the missus. I'm sure it was, because she's been the driving force with Archie, for sure. And because I'm at work for 10 hours a day, I knew she needed to be on board and very happy about it. So yeah, puppies are gonna be nuts. It's nuts. So, but yeah, you guys can definitely expect some videos. There might be a video Sunday. We'll see. I'm hopeful I'll be getting some videos out so that you all can see the little adorable puppy that we have. But at the same time, I have no idea like how all of it's gonna work. So, and shoot, with that, you might even see the misses more. Oh, your dog passed away? That's sad. I mean, it's... we're gonna have our family dog is getting old. He's like 12 years old, so he's gonna pass at some point. But it's never happened. Like, it's bittersweet. You know, you appreciate all the time that you had with them. I'm doing great today. I woke up, you know, I'm awake. I am very, very thrilled for this. And I've liked it because I can foresee kind of the where they can take some of this stuff, you know, with the supernatural investigations. And how they can kind of just put a different spin on things, and so I really kind of like that. And I am a fan of the 30 cases per season. I think it churns it out a little bit more. I think it makes everything a little bit fresher. Again, I think the only critique I had for the last season was my last critique about the last season was just like the first 16 episodes were phenomenal, and then at the end we had the back and forth with Nabet and Amon, but we never got to interact with them. And at least, you know, in all the other ones, because we were all on the same timeline, we interact with the bad guy, or the bad guy interacts with us, and we never knew who the bad guy was. So with this one, I think we're going to get back to the bad guy being with us, or we're not knowing who the bad guy is through the whole like investigation, and then, you know, almost like a I don't think was her name Debbie? Debbie? Who was in Conspiracy? I forget who her name was. What was her name? I wonder if somebody knows. It might be Debbie. Maybe it was Deborah. Maybe that's what I'm getting confused on. Denise. I knew it started with a D. But yeah, like Denise. Even though like I kind of thought Denise was a little shady at the end, but you didn't really know she was bad till the very end. But at least you had an interaction with her, so by the time you got to the end and you knew all that stuff, you were like invested in her being bad. You know, I just wish we had spent a little bit more time with Amon before like that final showdown. But I will say that last case pulled everything together. That thing was sweet. So I'm assuming everybody in the chat here has seen that. So I have no idea if you guys have, but man, that last case of the last season was amazing. It had that great shock factor that we all know and love about criminal case and the storytelling. Nice. Yep, I think 100% it's about quality. It probably allows their team to have to change it up and have some fun, you know. Focus on this, because I have some thoughts on that too. Oh, lectern, what's that? Oh. shoot, what was I saying? I did have a thought. I'm interested in the murder mystery games. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm interested in games. It's just this one is just one of those ones where I've been invested from the beginning, and it draws me in every time. And I don't have as much time, especially with my new job, and it's been a lot of fun. And my new job is ramping up for sure, and I'm starting to do quite a bit of having quite a bit of responsibilities now. Which I really, really enjoy. But torch on. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Vampire fangs. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's not bad. All right. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Joe. I always seem to get it once I mention that I can't find it. Oh, is Travel in Time going to be released on mobile? That's awesome. Yeah, I think season 7 is really exciting. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to meet all the team members, because as people are posting in the chat, they've given teasers as to who all the characters are, and they all look pretty interesting. So we're all really kind of excited for that. So I'm sure we're gonna end up meeting their personalities. Oh, fun for other games? I have like no games. I play 2 games right now. I've actually, with my new job, I used to play like 4 games. So I used to play Dragalia Lost, I used to play Clash Royale, even I got picked up Mario Kart, and I was playing WWE Champions, and I'm playing this. But with my new job, I basically play this and then WWE Champions. Like, those are the only things that I'm playing right now. I've cut out like 3 mobile games that I enjoy playing, because I just don't have time. This new job has been really fun. It's fun to be to have the amount of responsibility that I have and be able to be a game changer and see all that stuff happen. But it also means that I do not have the time that I used to have. So I feel like, Melody, you want Elliot every season. I will say, as I'm playing this, I'm not getting misclicks, or the areas of every one of these items are much better. I feel like they're better. They keep getting a little bit better. They kind of dipped a little bit and made it a little bit harder. I don't think it was in the last place, but the one before that. Conspiracy, there were times where I would touch something and it would be like, you know, very particular in what it was looking for. So anyways, I'm just noticing that as I'm doing this, I'm like, this is nice. Because I don't feel like I'm touching everything right on the spot, but it's happening. It's able to pick it up. Yeah, I love the thumbnail. I mean, the cool thing about the thumbnail at this point is it's actually up. So you have Bonnie doing some editing of my videos, and Floor's doing some updates in terms of letting people know when things are coming and stuff like that. So, and the mod team is doing a great job of you know, keeping out spoilers. It's the mod team and people that are helping that are able to have this this stream on YouTube, and where everyone can kind of, you know, talk and stuff. Because otherwise we just go to Discord, because Discord's an easier place to monitor stuff and mod stuff. So for all of you guys watching on YouTube, you should be very thankful for the mod team for spending all their time doing this stuff and catching all the people that are trying to ruin it for everybody else. There aren't many, but as we seem to get more and more people, especially like upwards of like the 100, 200, 300 people, we seem to have a lot more people that want to spoil. No, I do not do Fortnite. Again, requires a little bit too much time on my side of things. Or like 700 people. Yeah, that was insane. Last case was crazy. We're actually very close, guys, to starting or finishing off chapter 1, beating more of our team. So thank you guys all for being patient as I grab all of the stars. But we are very, very close to starting it. Trying my best to get these things as quick as possible. Boom! Shakalaka. That was nice. Got that one. How many more do I have? Oh, I'm not going to get this, I don't think. I'd have to have just as good a time as I did the last time, which I don't think is possible. But let's see. Oh no. I knew it. I knew no matter how good I did, I was gonna be like a couple thousand off. Mrs. is doing really good. So she's starting to she ended up getting back into working out, and that has been a good thing. So she's wanted to, but she's, you know, for her to work out, she has to like go somewhere and you know, leave us, and so I have to pick up some of the responsibilities in terms of cleaning up the house and cooking dinner and stuff like that. Because she can't really do that like in the morning or anything like that. So, but getting back on that grind, and so that's been nice. I need to get back into working out. I have not worked out in like a year, maybe 2 years. Yikes. Yeah, the RoboCat was very helpful for that, but I do like building up the energy, because I am thinking I want to do I'm thinking I want to do the full scene and the full stars. So I think what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to end like the stream in terms of like the case of the stream, and then I'm going to probably spend another 10-20 minutes post case where we can talk about the next case, and in that time I'm going to get the rest of the stars, because I've gotten enough friends to where my energy is higher, basically, and I'm able to get more energy per case. So let's examine this, guys. Let's get back. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we all know my thoughts on this. This just takes way too long. I really wish that they had done what they did in like Pacific Bay, where it was just boom, boom, boom. You could click, click, click so much faster. It's 20 seconds. It takes forever. Hey, so now we've got the stuff off that handkerchief. Let's get it to our chemist, Priya. Oh, Priya, I like it. Okay, I'm a fan of Priya. I like it. I like her. Yeah. almost giving me, I forget, World Edition vibes. Was that No, it wasn't Carmen, it was Michelle Zuria. A little bit of that. Maybe even the Saul vibes. Ah, young Gwendolyn, how charming to see you again, and with a new companion. Is this a social call, I hope? Not about to be paying social calls to vampires, especially not at night when one of you has committed murder. Wait, murder? What are these terrible tidings? Who has perished? A young girl by the name of Lucy Winters. Well, she is not known by me, and surely you're not accusing me of this heinous deed, after all the toil I've put into negotiating peace with your charming chief. My coven only drinks ethically sourced blood from pre-approved blood drives, and we donate some of the proceeds to hospitals. I personally abide by every rule of your enchanting chief has set. I am grieved to hear that some vampire would dare break the peace. But then, the youth of today. In the 15th century, people respected their elders, but now 100-year-old vampires can have no self-control. Wait, a young 100-year-old? Well, you know what? Whatever, never mind. If you weren't committing murder, why were you out there? We found your walking stick. Well, a vampire seeks the serenity of graves, but tonight my walk was short, for that awful nightclub at the crypt made intolerable noise. Wait, there was a party in one of the crypts? We better go investigate. Yeah, I'm not into ghosts or any of the supernatural, but if there's a party going on in like a graveyard, I'd probably pass. Nice. I didn't even catch that. Thanks, Criminal Case. Thanks for popping on. I know that they've been lurkers before, so appreciate you guys chatting. It's always fun. It was fun to see you guys here. Appreciate you guys being able to help us out in terms of letting me speed through the game. I know everybody here is very thankful for that. Hey, Dr. Oculus wasn't kidding about a nightclub. Who has parties at crypts, Ace? Extra edgy youth, I guess. But come to think of it, the party might explain why our victim was out here, and in that nice getup. Anyway, back to the clues. And great, that's a poster promoting the musician playing here. Decrypting their torn-off name will give us a lead. We should search through that drinks tray. You never know what we might find. I like that the chief is grizzled. Like, the chief reminds me of a Frank Knight for sure. And for him to be chief, that's awesome. It's DJ Blood. So I just have to go Blood, BLO. Yeah, it's DJ Blood. Boom. And that should be 9. I mean, I did that in seconds. And yet I still couldn't get 9 energy anyways. The music playing here tonight was one DJ Blood. Of course someone with that stage name would pick Crypt as a gig venue. I guess when we interview him, we should pretend we're journalists. We can't say we're supernatural hunters, but reporters will make more sense to him. With that in mind, Ace, let's ask DJ Blood if he's seen our victim. How much you want to bet this guy is a vampire? Well, there's a torn-off photo lurking in the drinks tray. Nice, Ace. It could be a clue. Let's put it back together. Yeah, their chapter art's been pretty on point, honestly, for like the last season or two. But especially like the last season, it's been great. DJ Blood, we're reporters for the Sound and Hound, and we're hoping to interview you about your performance here tonight. Ah, you're covering my gig. Well, it was wild, man. Crypt gives the exact right vibe for my song. So meaningful, all that death and stuff. Speaking of death, one Lucy Winters was found killed just outside the cemetery. What? Really? Oh man, Lucy Winters was a fan, man. Are you sure she didn't, like, just die of feelings? Musical ecstasy can do that to people, you know. No, she definitely died of murder. I mean, how well did you know her? As well as I know any loyal fan, she came to a lot of gigs, seemed to really get what my music was about, you know, the transcendent message. Too bad about her death. I'll write a song about it. It'll go like, anguish and pain. Her life went down the drain. Yeah, I don't know how much singing you're going to get out of me. That's beautiful. We'll leave you to it. Yeah, their chapter arts have been, like, it's like surreal. It's like really cool. Really interesting, really cool designs. Okay, here's a friend. Let's see, who is this friend? Hey, look, Ace, that's our victim in the picture. There's another girl with her. They look friendly. Apparently the girl's name is Mina. We should go ask her about the victim. So we can't just rock up to Mina and start talking about vampires. Let's pretend we're just partygoers, wondering what's going on. Oh yeah, partygoers? I think I'm, like, at this point, like, probably mid to late 20s. Or right now I'm early 30s, so yeah. I'm the old guy going to the party at this point. Hey, crazy party tonight, right? So did you hear? Apparently some girl named Lucy Winters was found dead outside. Oh, Lucy's been found? Oh, no. Being dead isn't what she does. She was at the party just earlier. It sounds like she went up to the cemetery at some point and was killed there. Oh, man, did you know her well? Yes. Oh, no, it can't have happened to Lucy. She's my best friend. We were close, like people who were really close. Coming to this party was Lucy's idea. She always had the best ideas, though obviously coming here was a bad idea, because she's dead now. Gosh. Pictures of the two of you, right? You found it. How come it was torn up? Hey, I don't know anything. Luce and I lost each other in the trap. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. Oh, I forgot. Let's do this. Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, it's so great to have you with us. I guess Jake gave the introductory speech. Not really. We landed this vampire case, and there wasn't really much time to sit down and talk. Well, funnily, Ace, vampires were how our team began 25 years ago. And at first, it was just Jake and me, best buds hitting the road. Yes. Totally. This is totally giving me Frank and his partner's vibe for sure. Yep. Oh, man. A vampire killed Jake's wife. You see, and that's how he and I found out they existed. We've been hunting dark creatures and saving people ever since. It's also how Jake lost his arm. Yep, and along the way, the team grew to include me and some others, and it was all very heartwarming, except for the part with the gruesome murder. On that note, your victim is, as you expected, totally drained of blood. Going by rigor mortis, she was murdered at midnight. Before biting the girl, the vamp tore off her necklace, and there are marks where the chain pulled, so be on the lookout for that piece of jewelry. I also found some saliva left on the bite. The markers indicated that your vamp is allergic to garlic. I mean, obviously. It's not actually a thing for all vamps, you know, but the majority hates it, and your killer does too. Great. Our murderous vamps, aversion to garlic, will soon be the least of their problems. Ace, you're looking a lot more confident on your first big supernatural investigation than I did. Part of me is still amazed that vampires, ghosts, and all sorts of creatures are real and live alongside us without us even knowing. Almost the most amazing thing to me is that most creatures, including vampires, can look like ordinary humans until they show their true face. Yeah, I've always known all that. My family are supernatural hunters, so I've grown up in the life. That does not surprise me, Gwen. Most people don't, and as you know, Gwen, my own discovery of the supernatural is quite traumatic. But moving on, Ace, the sample from the stain hanky did show traces of your victim's blood, but not just that. Mixed in the blood were tomato juice, vodka, spices, in short, the ingredients of a Bloody Mary cocktail. Your vamp must have had a bloody early Mary earlier in the evening. Wiping their mouth after the murder, they left traces of the drink on the paint. The vamp should have stuck to cocktails instead of drinking human blood. As it is, Ace, they'll have to face justice. Okay, so no puns yet. No puns yet. I like it. Yep. This is a little recap. And and I just heard death is claimed by beloved. Oh brother. Oh brother. Oh. I wish I could end it right now. Oh my god. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in chapter 2, where we meet with this deranged individual. See you then. Dummy. I just think dummy. It's not end of the world. I look at these cases with like the young people and I go, oh man, I'm so glad I'm not young anymore. The Bloody Mary is actually not bad. I mean, it's not the best drink in the world, but it's not bad. I mean, honestly, I'd prefer Screwdriver more than anything. Like, I'd prefer Screwdriver way more than that. Like, if I'm gonna mix a fruit or, you know, anything with a drink, a Screwdriver is way better for me. But it's also because I really like orange juice. So, big fan of orange juice. So you put that in a little bit of you know, drink in there. Oh, you can have many people allergic to many things. Hey, Ruby. Yeah, I think the music is always fun. Kind of adds to the atmosphere for sure. The weapon, if Gwendolyn uses, I think Gwen, if someone attacks her, I think she's going to go all martial arts on somebody and she's just going to attack them with their bare hands. Somebody tells me that she's pretty strong like that, and she'd just be able to just, you know, subdue them with their hands. Like a submission move in like martial arts or something like that. I don't know. What weapons do you guys think she's using? She strikes me as as kind of getting her hands dirty. Yeah, you've only missed chapter 1, and we're grabbing all of our stars so we can, you know, breeze through everything. And I'm doing a decent job of getting through this thing pretty quickly, so... like, right now we only have 5 more stars, and with 5 more stars, usually that takes about, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? So... And Adi, for sure, for the 5-10 minutes, just go back in the stream and watch, like, the beginning. You should be able to be caught up by the time you finish that. Yeah, I suggest everyone, if you're watching the stream and you haven't caught the chapter 1, rewind, basically go to the back and watch it. Yeah, there wasn't a transition, but heck, we got right into this right away. So, I mean, there's that. We got to play this thing right away. Maybe they'll. I still think they'll probably give you some background to it, you know, as we play. Whoa! Oh, pizza! Totally go for some pizza right now for sure. Not bad, not bad. Kind of on a roll right now, I like that. Nope. Nope, that was a bad click. Got 3 more stars. Let's see. Something. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I'm missing 2 things. Oh, I'm missing 2 things. Oh my gosh, they're both in the same area. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing them very, very fast. Yeah, Joe, one of the mods here, basically added me on a forum for all people that play Criminal Case, and so I have like, I think it was insane the amount of people that added me, but I got like 1,000 friends overnight. I think I have like 1,000 friends, or I added like 400 friends from various forums. And those 400 friends, we send each other 1 energy every day. So, you know, every 6 days I get 2,400 energy. So that's been really awesome. So I suggest if you guys are able to, that's the way to go to get energy. Just add a whole bunch of friends. Yep, streams have been going for an hour, and we're almost just cruising all this through this. Our streams have really only been lasting like 2.5 hours, which is why, you know, getting up early in the morning or whatever time I'm getting up is actually working out, it seems. But like I had said before, with Archie coming home on Saturday, I'm going to most likely have to adjust my schedule because we need him to get into a sleep schedule, and I don't want to be waking up too early in order to throw off his sleep schedule. So my guess is next week we'll do this Saturday at like 5 a.m. so like 2 hours later than normal, and you very well could see Archie on my lap while I'm playing this. So you may see Archie more on the streams. Just a guess. Not positive right now, but because we'll have to see how everything goes. But you may see him. Thank you. I do think she's pretty. But yeah, Archie will have some fun, so. So we'll definitely see. I have no idea. We will definitely, we'll definitely play it by ear, especially for like the next case. But I'll be sending you guys through Discord and through my YouTube channel, give you guys kind of a heads up of how everything's playing out. And I may get back to this schedule, I might not. But due to wanting Archie to sleep, getting up at 2:30, I don't know if getting a dog up at 2:30 in the morning is a good idea. I'm gonna say no. But I get up for work at 5:30 anyway, so if I can get up for 5:30 on the weekends, he might be up as well there, so we might be able to get away with that. What am I missing? Oh, pigeon. Boom, baby. Let's get on to chapter number 2. Alright, folks, Pigeonese Idiot, we are back. Let's head on to chapter number 2. Ace has been quite an investigation to sink her teeth into. The young woman was drained of blood. We were all there. And then we got an emo guy going all crazy because his girlfriend died. Yes, death has claimed your beloved. Don't end it right now. It's a dumb move. Put that knife down. Let's calmly talk, alright? Let's start by explaining who you are. My name is Eric, but Lucy called me her forbidden love, and now she's dead, so she'll speak the words to me no more. How much you want to bet he's a vampire? Oh no, how sad. Tragic love stories always go to my heart. I heard some reporters were asking about her death. Was it you? Yes, Eric, and it'd be helpful if you could tell Ace and me more about Lucy. Because if it's forbidden, my guess is he's a vampire. Ace, Lucy was the love of my life. How can I possibly go on without her? Well, I can't imagine what you're going through. It's so hard for me to hear the love torn apart. Had you been together long? Not long, but our devotion was so deep and forbidden. I'm older than Lucy, and my family didn't approve of our love, but I didn't care. She was so pure, so sweet. We held hands in the moonlight and read poetry. Just last week we had our first kiss at our favorite spot, the stone giant statue. Tonight I hope for a rendezvous at the crypt, but I drank one Bloody Mary after another in vain, and never saw my love appear. Wait, so you're saying you're both at the club, but you didn't run into her? Such was our tragic fate, and now she's dead, and I can never know happiness again. Alright, well, you'll have all my sympathies, Eric. You mentioned the statue she liked. Ace and I better investigate it. This guy is crazy. Yeah, and feel free to block people, guys, or hide their messages. If they're getting too out of line, we don't need them around. We have plenty of fun people. Yeah, we got 200 viewers. We got amazing people that are chatting. So if you get some people that are that aren't playing by the rules, just ban them. Or make them, you know. Just don't even worry about it, guys. Boot. Back. There's no need to play with all that stuff, so because they're just gonna end up spoiling at some point anyway. So, hey, so I'm a bit surprised that this creepy giant statue was Lucy's favorite place in town. I guess this has something about her. That's clearly her bag, and her ID is peeking out of it. But what's it doing here? No teenage girl would chuck her bag like this. Do you think the vamp brought it here after the murder? Let's look through it for clues. And hold on, is that Kate depicting a girl, brown hair like our victim, with blood gushing out of her neck? First of all, it's a horrible image. Like that's like something that somebody in paint could draw. Well, we better gather up and sample those flakes on the cake's packaging to see who made this gruesome gâteau. Thank you all. Thank all 200 of you guys for coming on. We are on chapter 2. Chapter 2. Oh my gosh, this is taking a while. Usually it doesn't take that long. Alright, let's put the flakes from this cake under the microscope and learn who wished the victim harm. Yeah, something tells me we won't get to the 700 that we got last time. But I'm very happy to see 200 of you guys here. That's been awesome. Feel free to chat. I always like it when the more people that chat, the better. There we go. What's this all about? It's like a poem or haiku. Ace, it seems like the most interesting thing in the victim's handbag. It goes, "Hope withering fled, and mercy sighed farewell. Meet me at the cemetery at midnight." Huh. That's the time and place of the murder. This note must be from the killer vamp. Luring Lucy out here. But what's that about hope and mercy? Maybe Felix can tell us. He's our occult expert at Culture Dude. Let's send him a note. Nice. Nice. So he's our Penelope, essentially, of this season. That's awesome. That's awesome. Penelope was definitely someone that I enjoyed. She was great. Oh, there we go. Flakes from that aggressive cape were apparently from purple nail polish. Well spotted, Ace. The shade matches the varnish that Mina was wearing. So the victim's best friend is the one who made this cake showing her death. Way to spit at the sacred bonds of friendship. Well, let's ask Mina about this. Mina, if you were such good friends with Lucy, how come you made a cake depicting her death? Oh, great, you found it, Ace. And now you're looking at me with that judgy face. Look, Lucy and I had a fight. She kept saying that vampires were real and making fun of me when I tried stopping the crazy talkness. I was like, girl, I'm allergic to garlic. Does it make me a vamp now? And she said I was dumb. Like, hello? So I told her I hoped she'd get eaten by her vampires and made her that cake. But now I heard she was actually killed by a real vampire, with the fangs and the blood and the menacing swoopage. Where'd you hear that? I don't know, people at the club were talking. Not the point. The point is, I didn't really want her to die. Not like that, not like anything. It's party was supposed to be fun, eh? It's not all deathy and vampire-y and nightmare-inducing. So, main point of the story, don't be a jerk. Be a nice friend, be a happy person, and everything will go much better. Oh, cool. I'm sure he has an interesting backstory. Yo, Ace, what's up? Been looking forward to seeing you, the hot new recruit joining the team. I guess I should fill you in on me, like what my deal is and how I came to be in this supernatural hunting life. Only if you want to, dude. It's a short story. It was a college student, but then a lizard monster came along and chomped on me. Boom. I could never walk again and have to figure out what the heck happened. So I hit the books in a new way. Studied all this occult stuff, and then Chief found me. And luckily, he was like, because I'm the best at this now. Alright, well, hotshot. What do you have on the killer's note that we sent you? All that about hope, fleeing, and mercy sighting? Well, that was on the culture side, not so much the occult. The hope withering situation is a quote from one dusty poet, Lord Byron. Byron was a 19th century bad boy sort of dude, wrote lots of gothic drama stuff. Your killer clearly feels his vibe. So Murderous Vampire reads dramatic poetry. Sounds fitting, Ace. Granted, this case hasn't been short on drama, with crypt parties and all. And on that note, we should visit the place again. DJ turntables. Yes, yes, yes. I'm liking every single person that we're adding to the team. If you could donate 500, that'd be insane. Let's see, we got broken wine glass, dollar bill, popcorn, video camera, beer, and then bat is up there. Oh, the bat's an actual clue? Ah. Be a good friend and be nice. I mean, that's just everything. Is that a bat? Ugh, Ace, get it off me. I hate bats. Ugh, the flying menace is contained. But you're right, it's wearing a medallion, and that's not normal bat behavior. Is the creature someone's pet? Vampires have an affinity with them, as you probably know. Revealing the name of this medallion will give us this bat's master. A good call. Let's unlock the video camera, see if we've recorded anything interesting from the party our victim attended. Oh. Something tell me that new sweetheart partner is not just Bonnie's favorite. My guess is there's a bunch of people that are very excited for that guy. Well, the bat apparently belongs to one Roxanne Vega. Given it was here, she might have attended the party. Let's better find this lady with the suspicious vampire's pet, Ace, and interview her like the reporters we pretend to be. Oh, she seems mysterious. Maybe she had the hots for the other guy, and she didn't like that a mere mortal was friends with him. Great, Ace. Let's get the video camera to our tech expert. Hope. She's an enigmatic cookie, but I hope you'll like her. Ooh, giving me Elliot vibes right now. I know you guys have wanted Elliot back, so might get a little bit of Elliot in female form, maybe. Hey, Miss Vega, we'd like to ask a few questions about the party tonight. As you might know, one of the attendees died. Yes, I heard. Unfortunately, I didn't really know the girl, but it's quite selfish of her to die just as we were having such a fun time. And you know, though, you look unusually attractive for reporters. Can I invite you for a nice Bloody Mary, whatever your names are? Oh, I'm Gwen, and that's Ace, but we're not, we can't drink on the job. Thanks for the offer, though. We actually found your pet, which is pretty unusual, so we're wondering what the story is with that, given how the victim died. Oh, how precious. Do you mean you're buying into that ridiculous rumors that the girl was killed by a vampire? Do you even suspect me of being one? Sometimes a bat is just a bad ace, and a crypt is just a fun place for a party. I've been called a vamp before, but the men who said it enjoyed themselves in the end. So could you if you change your mind about that drink. Yeah, I'm not touching you with a 10-foot pole. Nope. Nope. I will look at you from afar, but that is it. A Hannah vibe, yeah, from Pacific Bay for sure. Ace, excellent. We meet at last. Great to make your acquaintance. I hear you have a background in law enforcement, and that will certainly be useful in our pursuits. Pursuits? You do have a way with words, Hopi. Call me Hopi again, Gwen, and your pillows will start mysteriously emitting electricity the moment your head touches them. Don't mind us, Ace. Hope and I totally get along. We share an RV and everything. You say like it's such a good thing for such incompatible personalities to be cooped up together. Hey, tough love, I get it. Anyway, I hope, that you've got stuff on that video camera for us. Has it recorded anything from the party? I'm loving this already. Actually, what will interest you is an excerpt before the party when DJ Blood gave an interview. See for yourselves. So, DJ Blood, you have a pretty rabid fan base. I don't like to badmouth my fans, but yeah, things can get intense. The music, it disturbs something in their souls, you know. Was it true that you had to get a restraining order against a fan? According to our source, it was some girl named Lucy who... Oh, well, that. I don't like talking about it much. Let me instead tell you about my new album, Agonizing Symphonies. So our victim was such a zealous fan of DJ Blood that he got a restraining order against her. Indeed, and I can confirm that the order exists. I've hacked my way into the police archives. We say he didn't like talking about the incident, and he sure didn't mention it to us, but now we'll have to make him sing. But don't. Shh. What's it like this? Like a delicious Bloody Mary, she wore a robe of spice and death. DJ Blood, sorry to interrupt. We got to talk to you about Lucy Winters. The song I'm composing is about her. I call it Bloody Lucy. What do you think, Ace? Deep, isn't it? I think it's pretty odd of you to be making music about a girl against whom you filed a restraining order against recently. I always subliminate my suffering into art. I wrote a song about my garlic allergy once, too. Music traverses this plane of torment. Alright, but tell us the truth about what happened between you and Lucy. She was too intense a fan, I take it? Well, the girl did send me a lot of letters and followed me places, and then broke into my house, and after that I took action. But I knew she couldn't help herself. I write the sort of sound that really shakes people up. It spoke too loud to her, man. It's like Byron said, music is in all things. Everything comes down to music, including her going crazy town on me. I didn't blame her. You seem crazy. Hey Gwen, where are you and Ace in the investigation? Have you found the murdering vampire yet? Nope. Found a lady who has a bat for a pet, though, which is unusual. We've met the victim's boyfriend. He seems horribly cut up about her death. Hey Gwen, we've talked about cases like this. Any one of these suspects could secretly be a vampire. Nobody's a poor thing until proven innocent. Oh. Also, the victim was convinced vampires were real, to the point of falling out of her best friend over it, which makes me wonder if she really knew something. Oh, maybe she did, but we have a bigger problem now. A whole crowd of people at the cemetery shouting about vampires. We're about to have a mass panic on our hands. That's not good. Anyways, guys, see you guys in Chapter 3. Start pitching against 88. Au revoir. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, was it? I didn't even get that. It's a great little Easter egg. Jacob has already appeared more than Chief Scott. I agree. That is funny, but yeah. Yeah, we never really saw Chief Scott. Oh, gym bag, not that, okay. Yeah, I'll probably ping in like less than 10 minutes, Addy. I mean, at this point we have 7 more stars to go. I'm using coins at this point, so the coins really allow this to get done a little bit quicker. Because I'm able to 6x this multiplier right away. I'm like a touch on my nose. That's up there. And the other cool thing about this is 30 weeks is more than half a year. So, you know, when they were doing 60 cases, that was well over a year. And that's just crazy talk, just in terms of like the investment and stuff. Anyway, I'm just randomly thinking about that. $322 cases. That is a lot. So you take 322 and then you divide that by 52 weeks in a year, and you basically can get how long this has been going. Even though in the beginning they didn't used to do it every week, I don't believe, or they did it every week, but transitioning from cases sometimes was like a month. But you would think they don't have breaks, but I mean, I lead projects like in my real life, and so they just plan ahead of time. I mean, it's not like too crazy. Let's choose. Like you would think that it could be that way, but realistically, as you're like, you know, if you're planning things out, it probably doesn't take them a week to build a case. It probably takes them maybe like 3 days, my guess is. So they build up a backlog of stuff, of being able to churn it out and stuff. So I'll show it to you at the very end, because I want to get through this as quickly as possible, because I'm going to go to elite mode and I'm going to try and do my best to see if I can get some pets, because I really don't have any cool pets, because I haven't been doing elite modes. Car keys. Steak. What do those look like? There. So I'm trying to get this as much as possible. Ghost. There you go. Oh, shot. There we go. 2 more stars to go. 2 more stars to go. And then basically you can go straight onto the AI, and then right after that we get to collect all the stars, and we can talk a little bit more. Oh, I would not have thought that was a padlock, so I thought that would have been like a ring or something. Yeah, my guess is that's it too. We'll meet the next partner in the next case. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I'll do that this time. And nope, I don't give anybody chances. If you even hint at spoiling, hidden from the channel. Can't comment again. You can comment, but it won't be seen by anybody. Because I can't trust you. There's no point in saying anything like that. Alright, guys. Let's head on chapter 3. Alright, folks. Alright, folks, what you guys ate? We're back. We grabbed all of our stars. Let's head on to chapter number 3. Where we've been debriefing Jacob, our chief. And there's a lot of people talking about vampires. Oh no, we can't have the cops ask what we're doing nosing around this murder. Gwen, Ace, go to the cemetery immediately. You have to calm these people down or we'll have trouble. Yes, sir. Vampires are real. We're all gonna die. A girl already died. Did they say we could be next? Hey. Nobody's gonna die. Look, it's true that there's been an unfortunate incident tonight, and it's being investigated, but there's nothing supernatural about it. How do you know? And who the heck are you? You wanna know who we are? We're rational people, like you. And we all know that vampires don't exist, right? I guess we haven't actually seen any vampires. And you won't, because vampires aren't real. Now, let's all stop making a ruckus at the cemetery. It's disrespectful, if nothing else. Oh, alright. Ace, they're gone. You know, I always feel bad about lying to civilians about supernatural stuff. But you saw how panicked they were. And it was only a matter of time before someone called the police, and then we'd be in hot water. Anyway, good point. We should check out the crowd as a trampoline remaining evidence of the murder, and let's look around. Gosh, these are creepy images. Holy moly. Oh my gosh, I am creeped out right now. Look at this doll and the bear. Oh my gosh. Nightmares about this stuff. What? Gee, Christmas. Is that a tiny coffin with the victim's initials on it? We better unlock it to see what's inside. That plush toy heart is so romantic. You're right. There's a note attached to it. Let's reveal what it's all about. And while we're at it, let's also fix this torn up portrait. It looks vaguely like the victim on it. Let's get started, Ace. At least one of these clues is bound to shed light on the murder. We can't let a vampire roam free. Ooh. Creepy, man. This is spooky. Spooky. Ooh. Ace, the note on the plush heart says, "Stop sending me gifts, Eric. We're done." Oh. I thought she said he was her boyfriend. Sounds like they're actually broken up. So he lied to us in something as important as love. But of course, he could be lying about bigger things if he's the vampire we're after. One thing's clear, we must talk to him again. Shocker. That looks like a tool. CC was actually, I think, PG. Nah, they were never really PG. Oh, was she a vampire? Oh. Maybe. The portrait is of the victim. Ace, who on earth would keep an oil painting of her and why? It's got a word written on it. Amenetere. Let me look that up. Oh, it means threat in Romanian, and we know one undead person for whom Romania is an ancestral land. And also, Dr. Oculus would absolutely keep a portrait of his enemy instead of a photo. His grasp of modern technology really isn't that great. Earlier, Dr. Oculus made it sound like he didn't even know the victim. You better explain what's going on here. Shocker, everybody knew the victim. Looks like even in the supernatural, people lie about knowing the victim. Ace, the plot thickens. A tiny coffin with the victim's initials on it contains some white powder. Priya will tell us what powder is, then maybe something will make sense. Oh, what's up, Airbrick? Kind reporters, it's you again. Good of you to check on me. My life is still not worth living without my love. Yeah, about that. Isn't it true that you two are no longer together? Well, so you know, my humiliation is complete. Yes, despite the flames of devotion burning in my chest, Lucy spurned me. Like Byron says, I only know we love in vain. I was ready to battle fate for her, to defy my family, to make every sacrifice, but she said she got bored with me. Bored of our epic love. And by the end, she looked at me as if I was something as awfully toxic as garlic. So you weren't ready to give up, were you? You sent her gifts even after she'd broken up with you. I knew that whatever she said, deep inside Lucy loved me. It was only a matter of time till I made her see it. I never quit trying. Oh man, you sound like every creepy boyfriend my friends have told me to ditch. I just hope you didn't escalate all the way to murder. I enjoy Gwen so much right now. I'm actually thinking I like her more than Zara right off the bat. Ace, young Gwendolyn, I was just reflecting on the nature of humanity. It's so beautiful and yet fragile. Ominous to hear you brooding about that, given her latest discoveries, and what was Lucy Winters, a threat to you? Ah, so it's come to this. I grieve that any action of mine could bring your suspicion on me and my hunter friends. Here's the story. The young maiden somehow learned that we, vampires, were real. Her gaze penetrated the shadows in which we hide. Wait, how do you know she knew? No matter how I knew, it was enough that she found out. A human who divines our secret is a danger to us, for we do not wish to be seen. Well, that's convenient for you, then, that this danger was silenced. No, I already told you, this death benefits no one, and imperils us vampires by bringing your keen eye on us. Violence breeds violence, my friends. Now, I shall leave you to seek the comfort of restorative Bloody Mary. This night has left me weary. I wouldn't imagine that he'd be the killer in this case, but he could be an overarching villain for sure. He's got that look to him. You know, Glenn, some days I miss working for a pharmaceutical company. And I bet you miss the paychecks. Ace Priya was a high-flying chemist before giving it up to chase after monsters and sleep in an RV like a hippie. Well, sure, the lifestyle isn't the easiest to get used to, but it only meant that I missed my old state-of-the-art labs, which would have been useful when I was checking out the powder you sent me. Why did it turn out to be Trixie? Well, you could say that. I quickly identified the powder was a drug of some sort, but narrowing it down took some time. And I managed it, though. The stuff is euphoria, a party drug that's popular lately. Taking it gives you a hit of energy, but once you crash, you'll be weak and lethargic, which of course is dangerous, since anyone can take advantage of you then. Great. Any idea how our victim got mixed up with this drug? I assume that she was given some or sold some, and I can tell you the distributor is. You see, euphoria has been appearing at parties all along the West Coast, and it's linked to Roxana Vega's name. Wait, so our shady potential vamp lady was peddling drugs to the victim? We'll need a good long talk with her about this. Change your mind about me tempting you for a drink, Ace? Go on, it's on me. On you, like these drugs were? Or did you make Lucy pay for them? Drugs? Why are you asking me about drugs, Ace? Is it also for that article you're writing? You never said what paper you were for. You must have forgotten. Anyway, our research linked you to the drug and as such to the girl who died tonight, so... Ah yes, that girl you're so interested in. I'll grant you that she was a sad, Byronic beauty, but she didn't look like it when she was enjoying the club very much. And rest assured, if I were to offer her drugs, which of course I didn't, it would only be to liven her up. And if I had provided her with narcotics, I'd be sure to be there for the come down when she'd be so vulnerable and sweet. Well, way to sound like a predator. Predator? I'll take that as a compliment. I like sweet things. You can print that in your article. Just don't mention my garlic allergy. And if you want to keep it closer on me for your research, well, I'd only enjoy that. I'm scared for my life around this chick. I would not take a drink from her. I would not do anything. Yeah, victim had a busy life before it may have ended for her. That's right. Yep. Let's return to the one place that we have not ventured. Sonic candle. Dog scythe. Bicycle. Rose bush. And where's the candle? Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. Oh man, look at that. It's 13,000 away. Ace, the candle has blood on it. It totally looks like it was taken from the crime scene. Let's take a sample from this waxy glue and hope the killer left some traces on it. And good eye, something could have been thrown in that flower pot. We better look through it. Closing in on a murderous vamp, and they won't like the stakes. Ooh, she wasn't even trying to be tongue-in-cheek, but I like it. I like it. Usually Jack and Jones have always said their puns like in a joking manner. She's like serious about it. Ooh. She found a necklace. Almost 300 viewers. Thank you all for coming. There was a necklace amid those roses, Ace. It matches the earrings the victim was wearing. And you're right. Ben told us to be on the lookout for a necklace. This must be the one. Let's send it to him. Nice. So thank you all for 300. It's been awesome. You guys are just as excited as I am to see the ending of this. I kind of want to see the AI more than I want to see the end of this case, because I want to know where they're going with it. Boom. A lot of times they're right next to each other, it seems. Let's send this blood sample from the candle to Priya, Ace, and waste no time in vain. Vain. I'm liking her personality already. Ooh, so much so. She reminds me of a little bit of like Maddie, and how Maddie was like right off the cuff, but Gwendolyn's a little bit of like a harder, person. No, Mama, I haven't tried your curry recipe yet. Why? I don't have time to cook, and my coworkers are here. I have to go. Sorry about that, Ace. My mom likes to check on me often. Very often. Well, hey, at least she cares. Yeah, but it's awkward lying to my family about everything. They think I'm still at my pharma job. Whereas here I am roving around the country in campers with the rest of the team solving supernatural crimes. Yeah, your family not knowing me is tough. Listen, family aside, can we talk about the blood sample we sent you? Of course. Sorry, I know you're in a hurry. The blood matches your victim, but that's not all I've got for you. There's a second set of DNA in the sample, and it belongs to a man, which you can be sure your killer is. That's the boyfriend. It's the ex-boyfriend. That'd be my guess. I have to ask, Ace, have you and Gwen stopped even for a moment in the investigation to get a nap or something? Night shifts are hard on the body. This isn't the time for naps, Ben, or none of you are taking care of yourselves on this team. Bad diet, no sleep, injuries, you name it. My hands are always full with you lot. Well, speaking of injuries, wasn't this the necklace the vamp tore off the victim before dropping down on her? Ah, fine. Yeah, it was. Bits of the girl's skin are still on it, but they're all full of leather fragments caught in between the links in the necklace. Your victim didn't wear any, so your killer must. Okay, so we're getting our leather-clad killer vamp won't know what hit them. Yeah, it's gotta be that boyfriend. Steaks at the ready. It's gotta be this guy. It has to be. Yeah, because it's not this guy. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it is that guy? I was wrong. It's DJ Blood. What? I did not guess that. I mean, I could totally guess him being a vampire, but interesting. DJ Blood, we're guessing the blood in your name is literal, because you're the vampire who killed Lucy Winters. Wow, you guys are suddenly scary looking. What's with that wooden stick? Don't pretend you don't know blood. Do we need to spell it out for you? Your ruse is done. You may as well show us your fangs. Fangs? I don't have any. Why would I? But I guess you're not really reporters, are you? No, we're the supernatural hunters, and we're done with you and your evasion. We know you lured Lucy out to the cemetery at midnight with a note. Then you tore away her necklace and bit into her veins. You sucked her blood out like the monster that you are. That girl's your fan, and she trusted you, and you... Oh, snap. And I could get no peace from her, and you want the truth, Ace? Fine, here it is. I did bite her, but she asked to be turned. Ah, so your real face comes out. And she what? Lucy wanted to become a vampire? Yes. Look, that day when the girl broke into my house like a crazy fan, she saw me drinking blood, and she realized what I was. Ever since then, she'd been hounding me to turn her. She had this weird romantic idea about what vampires are. Obviously, I said no. First off, Dr. Oculus would have my head if I agreed. Secondly, she didn't know what she was getting into. Being a vamp isn't all fun, man. Hunters everywhere, blood hard to get. My music career suffers from me only ever playing gigs at night. I tried to explain to Lucy it's not going to happen, but the girl was like a broken record, threatened to kill herself if I didn't do it. So what, you bit her out of the goodness of your heart? Well, yeah, I agreed to turn her. I explained to her that I need to drink a little of her blood, and then she'd have some of mine. Except the moment my tongue tasted her blood, it was heaven, Ace. She was so tender, so sweet. I kept sucking. My first time having fresh human blood in so long I drained her dry. But I didn't mean to, but I just couldn't stop. And that's exactly why you shouldn't have started in the first place. And now we'll take you to Dr. Oculus to decide your fate. What is this, Ace? Are you saying that this young fledgling is the one who committed this awful murder tonight? I didn't mean to, sire, but please believe me. The girl asked to be turned, and once I tasted her blood, I couldn't stop drinking. I warned you. I told you that you were rash in temperament. You shouldn't have left my protection if you couldn't control yourself, William. My name isn't William anymore. It's DJ. I shan't under that moniker. You will always be William to me, a young vampire who rejects guidance when it is most needed. And now you have to pay the price. I'm sending you to Europe, to my ancestral castle. My keeper will house you in the dungeons. You can forget freedom for the next 50 years at least. You'll learn to control yourself, and no more of DJ Blood or this distasteful music. No, you can't take my music from me. I'll start out the 50 years, but I'll keep singing. Ace, congratulations on your first big supernatural investigation. Well wrapped up. Well, Dr. Oculus just met with me. All apologies about the awful conduct of his underling. Assures me it won't happen again. Is he, sincere? Not sincere as vampires ever are. Dr. Oculus clearly wasn't happy we found the killer before he did. Likes minimal hunter involvement, that one. Well, I like minimal vampire involvement. Now that we're done with these bloodsuckers, how do we celebrate our victory, Ace? Yes, and learn a little bit more about that. Oh, alright guys. Let's head on to chapter number 4 because I think I grabbed enough stars. Ace, you handled yourself really well in your first big supernatural investigation. It's all in a day's work, Chief. Now that the work's done, Ace, I just have to tell you about the super hot guy that I saw. You and your romances, Gwen. Be sure they don't lead you into trouble. Actually, before you two go, I was hoping to talk to Ace about something, an important something. Really, we should have had this conversation earlier, but I didn't know how to start. Now there are no more excuses to delay. I know what you want to tell Ace, Priya, and I'll come with you to explain, and then you can have your fun, Gwen. Ooh. Interesting. I wanted to hear what Priya has to announce. Ace, so if we're gonna work together, there's something you should know about me, and I don't know how to say it. She's probably a vampire. Say it like it is, Priya. Beating around the bush does no good. Oh, she's a werewolf. Awesome. Truth is, Ace, I'm a werewolf. Remember how I mentioned my introduction to supernatural was traumatic? That's because I got bitten one night when walking home late. Some half-animal, half-man thing attacked me. A brave person appeared to save me from death. I later learned that it was Ben. Even though he explained about werewolves, I didn't believe him until the next full moon came, and then I transformed into an awful beast. I didn't know what to do, and then Jacob here came and kindly invited me to join the team. I thought about it for a while, and now here I am. And good thing you are. Don't think it was some pity invitation prayer. We need a chemist, and you're a darn good one. So you're a werewolf, and it's not the end of the world. We keep you secured on full moons, that's all. You're so pragmatic, Chief, it helps. And I'm glad you know the truth about me now, Ace. I see we're getting into a mushy sentiment. You two can do that without me. Well, that's our Chief. But he's a good man underneath all the gruffness. And actually, I did want to talk to you about one more thing, Ace. I'm a bit worried about Mina, that girl from your murder case. She found out that vampires were real because one murdered her friend. It's a terrible way to be inducted into the supernatural. I know a thing or two about that, and I hope to speak with her to see how she's coping. We agreed to meet by the stone giant. Would you maybe like to come along? Yes. Yes. I mean, it makes sense that we have more than one supernatural person within our midst. Oh, the phone's been broken a lot. I don't see Mina anywhere. We're a bit tardy to the meeting, but surely she would have waited a few minutes. Oh, well, caught, Ace. That broken phone looks pink and girly. Could it be hers? Let's try and put it back together. Uh-oh. Hope she's okay. The phone is a picture of Mina on the lock screen, so it is hers. Oh dear, Ace, what could have happened? Maybe Hope can tell us if we send the phone to her. Hey, Hope, have you had time to look at Mina's phone? Any clue why it ended up broken? Or where she is now? The phone mostly contained records of a painfully ordinary girl's life, all petty dramas and the school worries. But the last photograph of the phone's camera was telling. It must have been taken accidentally when the device fell or was torn from her hands. The only thing you can see on the image, Ace, is a pair of glowing vampire eyes. Oh, great. Do you mean the vampires attacked Mina? It does appear so. There have been no reports of victims matching her description, but she's missing and I can't locate her anywhere. Well, this is the second vampire attack of the night, but the perpetrator of the first crime is in custody. Dr. Oculus swore it wouldn't happen again. Oh, well, if a vampire said so, it must be true. Come on, Priya, we can't trust him. Well, not everyone supernatural is automatically evil. I have to believe them. Well, I didn't mean to offend your werewolf sensibilities. Just Dr. Oculus will always protect his own, you know? I guess so. Anyway, Ace, there's nothing to do but confront him directly. Age 591, I like it. I'm astonished to hear your news that a vampire is responsible for the disappearance of a young girl, Ace. Simply astonished. I want you to believe that you had nothing to do with this, Dr. Oculus, but it's getting hard to trust you. It would already be helpful if you gave us a list of all known vampires. You're surely aware of their identities. To give you their names would be to betray them most grievously, and this I cannot do. Your charming chief already knows this. But I pledge my help to you, and will do what I can to find the girl. Please take this as a token of my entirely benign intentions. His entirely benign intentions of my foot. Talk to Dr. Oculus got nowhere. Maybe he really is involved in Mina's disappearance. Either way, fingers crossed and hope we'll find a new lead for us. She's pulled off tech miracles before. We'll just have to wait, Ace. Uh-oh, is she gonna be the next victim? We'll see. We'll find out very soon. Ace, so I want to investigate the case. I didn't see this hunky guy. He was striking, so dark and cool. I didn't mention it at the time because we had a job to do, but now I really want to find him. I've had quite a few bad romances before. It's pretty hard to connect with people when you're always on the move like we are. But I'm not giving up on love. I believe in it, and this guy could be the one at last. Brother. I saw him at the Crypt Club. Hopefully he's still there. I'll front the money for the cab. Oh, Gwen. Ooh, Ace. I recognize a skull badge, but how do you make Dreamboat was wearing it? Maybe if we pick up some of those particles on it, we'll know more about him. Yeah, very expensive cab ride, I agree. Let's get the particles from the unidentified hound's badge. She said, Ben, seeing is pretty busy. Ben's always a softie about helping us out. Gwen, girl, you consider taking up hobbies that don't involve dating? Like knitting would be fun, maybe. What? No, where is this coming from? And have you checked the particles from the badge my unknown but very hot man wore? I have. Maybe we can forget the whole thing. Uh-oh, you found something bad, haven't you? What were those particles? I'm afraid this is stuff with skin cells belonging to one Roxana Vega. Wait, Roxanne? That sexy lady who might or might not be a vampire? She touched the badge. Could she be involved with my man? He's not your man yet, Gwen, but he might be hers. I better know once and for all. Let's ask Roxanne about the man of my dreams. Get a little overboard, Gwen. Hey again, Roxanne. So, not that I want to pry into your affairs, but are you seeing anyone at the moment? My, is this a come on? Should I take this as your attempt to ask me out? Oh no. I mean, this is totally business stuff. Just we're looking for the owner of this badge, and it seems that you may know him. So, of course I know him. That's Pierce Cromwell. He'll be glad to know you found his silly little trinket. Pierce. Ace. It's such a strong, manly name. Wait, do you have a crush on him? And you thought I was dating him, did you? Oh man, I haven't laughed this hard in ages. I assure you, my cute redhead, Piercy boy is all yours. And tell you what, I'll set you up on a date with him. Oh, you do that? Thank you, Roxanne. Here, let me get you an Ace some munchies for your help. Guy's way too goth looking for me. Ace, I know Roxanne's a slippery customer, but she can't be all bad because she really did give my number to Pierce. He's already texting me for a date. We're meeting at the cemetery soon. And yeah, I know one meeting there didn't go well tonight, but this will totally be different. Still, I better ask you to come with me to the cemetery just in case. Only until we see Pierce, that is. I'm sure he'll be a sweetie. Dude, the guy's a vampire. It's a trap. I get it, yes. It definitely seems like it's a trap. There's not a Pierce yet, Ace, but look at this box with my name on it. Could he have left it? Let's open it. Got like one more thing to do. This is not looking. Ace, there's a beautiful orchid left me inside the box. How romantic. A bit weird, but romantic. I'm glad you liked it. It felt right for our first meeting. Oh, you smoke cigarettes. Pierce. Oh, it's you. Yes, it's me. You look even lovelier than I imagined. When are you ready for a date? Oh, yes. Thanks. Ace, thanks for making sure I was safe. Pierce and I can take it from here. Ace, my date with Pierce was everything I dreamed of. He was so swoon-worthy and funny. I had a good time, Gwen, but aren't you getting a bit too invested too fast? Again? No, this time won't be like all the others. Pierce and I are meant to be. I can feel it. Alright, well, if you say so. Well, meanwhile, we've got a vampire trouble again. It seems Mina Reynolds was attacked by one. Vampires are playing with fire if they think they can cross us again. Do you have any leads on the girl? We do now. I traced the signal from her phone to her smartwatch. The ping came from a forest in Oregon, and that's where Mina is. So we must go find her. Pack your things, team. We're going to Oregon. That's right. That's supernatural. Let's do it. Well, guys, I will see you guys, I'm assuming next Thursday. Let's take a look. And it will be next Thursday. I'll see you guys next. Oh, maybe not next Thursday. Maybe it'll be next Saturday. Maybe it'll be the 26th. I'll let you guys all know. But anyways, this has been Pacini's 88. Over and out. Alright, guys. So now that we signed off, we're gonna see if we can collect the last of these 9 stars. Take us maybe another 20 minutes. We can talk a little bit about our thoughts on this first case. I'm liking it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh man, if they don't put Luke in the next case, I have a feeling Bonnie's not going to be the only one in chat that's going to be upset. That doll is so creepy. Yeah, see, J.O. wanted them too. I have a feeling there were more people that want to see him. Anyways, I'm gonna grab some stars because I want to see what the pet is and what the pet has to offer. It shouldn't really take that long, I don't think. Yeah, what if Luke didn't come to like the very last case of the district? Oh my gosh. Alright, see ya, Sada. Got 5 more stars to go, and then we should be able to see if I can buy a pet. We'll see. Heck yeah, I should better be careful with that guy. That guy looks creepy AF. I wouldn't touch that guy with a 10-foot pole. I mean, I guess now we know her type, you know, emo type look. Hey, at least you get to see, Luke every time I finish a scene. You got that right. Alright, this is taking forever. Let's see if we can restart and see if this is better. Let's get some more energy. There we go. Yeah, you guys get Luke every time I finish a scene. You guys should actually want me to do more and more scenes just so you see him more and more often. And to be fair, because you haven't actually seen his personality, he can be as amazing as you guys want him to be. If Luke is like Chief Scott and is in like 3 cases, that would be hilarious. No, I think people would start writing into Pretty Simple and say that they have to rewrite it to get him in more. That's cool. How do I edit on YouTube? I'll show you how to do it. Oh shit. I actually may have to wait till the next case, honestly, because I don't know how much time I'm gonna have after this. I mean, I'm doing this AI, or this, like, you know, trying to finish all this stuff up, and it just means that I'm cutting into having to get to go to work. 5 more. And actually, at the end of this, what I'm going to probably do is I'm probably just going to use all my stars for energy, so I can kind of build all that stuff back up again. I am American. I'm from I'm from California, but I live now in Arizona. Yeah, you can edit like you did before then. I have no problem with that. I just can't remember when you edited from before. Did you lose the views? Because if you lose the views, then that can hurt the the indexing and all that other stuff. Let me know if you had to upload like a brand new video. Because if you had to do that, then you're gonna lose the you're gonna lose a lot of the views that got built up and the shareability and stuff like that. Yeah, don't do that, Bonnie. I'll show you how to do it. I'll maybe take a screen capture of me doing it. Backpack, dartboard. Maybe I can show you really quickly if I can get done with this in a little bit. Octopus. Guitar. Yeah, because we've only got 2 more stars left. So this case, I think it was probably, if I had to rate this case, I'd probably rate it an 8 out of 10. I would dock at some points for no transition of not from the previous season to this season. I wish there was a little bit more of a segue to it. And we didn't get to see all of our characters. So we know that there's other characters like Luke, and we didn't get to see them pop up. So those were probably my 2 dings on this. Even though Jaya and Bonnie might think that it's a 0 out of 10 because of no Luke. Yeah, like no lead in. I'm just still hold out hope that there's going to be some discussion about it, but because this is kind of like in a timeline that we're, I think, used to. Yeah, but I'm sure something is going to come up, you know. Again, remember, they like to play the long game, so they like to play with a little bit of lead in, get you thinking and stuff like that. So I'm still waiting because I think there's going to be something. That's why I would say this is an 8 out of 10, because I feel like there's more that they could have done, but they may be thinking that they're doing it for a reason. All right, gold medal. Yes, that's what we do. So any of these pets worth having? No. Oh, actually only 100 for this? Interesting. I may... We'll have to see if I have some... You know what? I'm just going to do it. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, I can't buy it. Alright. Well, I guess that answers that question. Let's see, so build list. Alright guys, so I'll see you guys, well, let me show Bonnie a little bit of how to edit. Let's buy this. Alright, so YouTube. Oh, so you know what I do is here actually. Alright, so I gotta actually end the stream, so let me see if I can do it on a previous case, or the previous stream. Creator Studio. Videos. Let's go to a big live stream. Okay, so either way, you go basically through here. You can edit title, I think, and do that. No? Let's see how to do that. You go through, let's see, editor here on the side, and then you just hit trim. So I could do like you could hit trim and then take it from like here, and you can split, and then you can kind of do it that way. So like this would basically be trimmed, so you just kind of do that through all, and you can just, you know, preview it and do stuff like that. So I don't want to do any of that stuff, but that's essentially how you do it. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bonnie can hit me up on Discord and stuff, but thank you all for watching. This is Genius 88. Over and out.